Hi first graders, today we are working on a brand new unit, Unit 3.1, and we're going to be exploring unknowns today. Before we get started, I want to show you a quick practice of using teen numbers with your fingers to show the tens and the extra ones. So for example, if I wanted to show the number 11 with my hands, I would flash the 10 and then put up 1. Let's try 14. 13. Now you try the rest. 19, 16, 18, 12, 15, and 17. Good. Because we know that the teen numbers are made up of tens and extra ones. This is the tens place, this is the ones place. Tens place, ones place. So this represents one group of 10 and 4 extra ones. We'll learn about that more as we continue along in the year. So we're going to be focusing on Math Mountains today and finding the unknowns. So sometimes the unknown will be at the top and sometimes the unknowns will be on the bottom two. And we have to figure out, where does the total go? You might remember from past units that the total always goes at the top. Now, we have to ask ourselves, does the order of the partners matter? Does it matter if this partner goes here or here? What do you think? Nope, it doesn't matter where the partners go. These ones on the bottom you can change. Remember, we worked on that before, switch partners. So, doesn't matter where those go. So the Math Mountain can also be like a fact family. So the partners go together to make the total. All right, when you start with the total and take away one of the parts, you are looking for the other part. And we're going to go through that. So here we're going to find the unknown total. How do I know that I'm looking for the total? Because the total goes at the top and it's blank. So we have to add these two numbers to get the total. So we can start by counting on. So starting with 8 and counting on 2 more. Remember, you can keep 8 in your mind and then count up. So if you really needed to, you could draw circles, 8, 9, 10, to get your total. So you can kind of think of it as 8 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, what about 2 and 4? What do 2 and 4 partner together to make? Okay, remember we always start with the larger number when we're going to count on, so that doesn't take as long. So we start with 4, and you would say 5, 6. I put 2 dots here because it says 2 in the box. So I'd say 4, 5, 6. 6 is our unknown total. Very good. So what do we do when we find the total? We're adding the two partners. Okay? Now, sometimes you're going to have the total in its box, which is always at the top. The total is always at the top. And you're going to need to try to find the unknown partner. See that this part is blank right here? So when we're finding the unknown partner, the question we're asking ourselves is how many more to make the total? So we have 4, and we need to get to 7. So what we're going to practice today is drawing circles. Here we have pretty little stars, but we're just going to draw circles to represent how many more to make 7. So we're at 4. We would count these 5, 6, 7. Well, how many stars did we count? There are 3 stars there. Very good. So 4 plus 3 gives us 7. 4 and 3 are partners of 7. Okay, let's try some more. Okay, I'm noticing that the 5 is now on the right side. Does that matter? We talked about it earlier. Nope, it doesn't matter which partner is missing. We use the same strategy. So we're going to start with 5, and we're going to draw circles to count on until we hear ourselves say the number that's at the top. Okay? We're at 5. We would draw a circle for 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I heard that number. I better stop. Let's count how many circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is our unknown partner. So 4 and 5 are partners of 9. Let's try another one. Okay, here we have 6 is our total, 3 is a partner, and we're missing our other partner. The other partner is unknown. So let's start at 3 and draw circles until we hear the number 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how many circles did we draw? 3. So 3 and 3, partner to make 6. Let's try another strategy. So we are going to try counting on with our fingers. So the answer is going to be the number of fingers that you have raised, not the last number you say. It's kind of tricky, but once we get practicing, you will understand. So we are in this first one. Oops, just trying to turn my page, make sure I got to tell you everything that the book wants me to tell you. So we are going to start at 3 and we need to get to 5. Okay, so you're going to hold that 3 in your mind. I also say grab it in your hand. Okay, and you need to get up to 5. So you have 3, 4, 5. How many fingers do we have up? 2. Very good. Okay, let's try another one. We are looking for the unknown partner. Okay, we know it's a partner because it's at the bottom of the mountain. We have 6 and we need to get to 8. So we're going to grab 6, hold on to 6, and count up to 8. 6, 7, 8. Good. How many fingers did you have up? 2 again. Very good. Our next slide has us justifying our reasoning. So we have to tell why or why not if we agree. Okay? If we agree with the statement and we think it's reasonable, we have to tell why. And if we do not agree, we also have to say why we do not agree. So here's our math mountain. I can see it has 6 and 2 as partners. Is a total of 4 reasonable? So remember, the total always goes at the top. So if you have 6 plus 2, does that give you 4? No, it doesn't. And I want to point something out to you, something you might already see. The total can't have a partner that's bigger, right? So 6 actually would be the total and 4 would be the partner. Okay? So if you were here at school, somebody would come up to the board and draw the math mountain the correct way. All right, let's get our workbook page here. I wish there was a way I could not have my face on here, but I needed to show you my fingers. So, all right, so our job on this first page, which is page 97, we have to find the unknown partner. So you can, I think we're supposed to use circles for the first few. Yep, we're going to use circles for the first few, and then we're going to work on using our fingers because it's just quicker to use your fingers, and drawing circles doesn't always make sense. It takes too long. Okay? So for the first one though, we have 4. We're looking for the unknown partner. We need to get to 6. Okay, so we're going to draw circles until we hear 6. 4, 5, 6. How many circles did we draw? Good. 2. Okay. Again, we're looking for the unknown partner. I know that because it's on the bottom of the mountain. We have 5. We need to get up to 9. Okay, we're going to draw circles until we hear the number 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many circles do we draw? 4. Okay, you try it with number 3, 4, 5, and 6. When you're done, meet me on number 7. For number 7 through 12, we're going to try the count-on strategy with our fingers. Remember, the amount of fingers that are raised are going to be your answer. So we have 5, we need to get to 10. We're going to hold 5, grab 5 in your hand, and get up to 10. So we have to stop when we hear the number 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many fingers? 5. Write it in the box. Number 8, we are at 6. We need to find what partners with 6 to get us 8. So we're going to grab 6 in our hand, 6, and count up until we hear 8. 7, 8. How many? 2. This method is quicker than drawing circles. So let's do one more together and then you can do the rest by yourself. So we have 3, we need to find the unknown partner and we're going to get up to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. How many fingers do we have up? 3. Very good. Try 10, 11, and 12 on your own. Flip it to the back side. So as a reminder, totals can have different sets of partners. There can be different ways to make these numbers. So for example, we're going to start with 10. We'll do that one together, and the rest of them you're going to do by yourself. We need to come up with 3 different partners with a total of 10. So what can we add together to get us 10? I usually like to start with 1, right? 1 is easy. And so what would be 1 less than 10? 9. 9 and 1 give us 10. Okay? What about 2? What partners with 2 to give us 10? It's 8, you're correct. And then just to switch it up a little bit, let's think about the doubles fact for 10. What goes together to give us 10? 2 of the same. Did you guess 5 and 5? You are correct. Okay. I would like for you to please do number 14 and 15 by yourself, coming up with 3 different math mountains with a total of 8 and then a total of 7. And for check for understanding, draw a math mountain with a total of 8 and a partner of 5. Count on to find the unknown partner. So if you want to draw it, you would start off with the 8 at the top, because that's the total, and then we have a partner, 5 on the bottom. And our other partner is what we're looking for. This one's a partner unknown. And we want to count on to find that partner. Remember, we can say 5 and draw circles, or we could grab that 5 in our hand and get up to 8. So either way, we're going to say 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 3 with that method. Let's try the other one. Grab the 5, 6, 7, 8. Did we get the same answer? Yes, we did. Okay, thank you very much, friends. I hope you enjoy learning about math mountains today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.